ZABoxingNation, where boxing lives, breathes, and breaks down. We've got a packed day of boxing news, from Fabio Wardley's explosive TKO over Joseph Parker to Devin "The Dream" Haney focusing on his next undefeated challenge in Brian Norman Jr. David Benavidez officially moving up for his third fight at light heavyweight against Anthony "The Beast" from the East, Yarde. A few upcoming fights that you need to be prepared for. And we'll close this with your favorite segment on this day in boxing history. Let's break this all down. What a performance from Fabio Wardley, who improves to 20 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw, with 19 big wins coming by way of knockout. He just stopped Joseph Parker, who falls to 36 wins, 4 losses, and 24 big wins coming by way of knockout. In one of the biggest heavyweight statements of the year, the winner of this fight now should get Alexander Usyk. Joseph Parker came in as the former WBO champion and the man who recently defeated Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder and Zhao Zhang. But Fabio Wardley didn't care about any of that. Still, Joseph Parker, from opening bell, he controlled the pace with his jab, sharp combinations, and confidence in the pocket. The fight saw Fabio Wardley land heavy rights that rocked Joseph Parker several times. By round 8, Joseph Parker's legs began to give way under pressure. Fabio Wardley closed the show with a clean TKO victory that left no doubt. The new force in the heavyweight division has arrived. Fabio Wardley's evolution has been incredible, from a white-collar background to becoming one of the most exciting knockout artists in the world. He's now positioned himself for a massive 2026 fight, possibly against Alexander Usyk, or I would even like to see him fight Anthony Joshua, or a rematch with Frazier Clark. Fabio Wardley's composure and relentless work rate show he's not just a puncher, he's a problem. Let me know what you guys think about this fight in the comments below. Fabio Wardley stops Joseph Parker at the O2 Arena by TKO. Tremendous job, Fabio Wardley. Now, let's move on to Devin "The Dream" Haney, who is laser focused on his next opponent, an undefeated Brian Norman Jr., who sits at the top of the welterweight division, who is 28 wins, 0 losses, and 22 big wins coming by way of knockout. Devin "The Dream" Haney, who stands at 35 wins, 0 losses, and 15 big wins coming by way of knockout, is looking sharper than ever and looks in phenomenal shape. While some fans asking about Ryan Garcia rematch, Devin "The Dream" Haney has made it clear. Ryan's not on the radar right now. His attention is entirely on Brian Norman Jr., a young, hungry lion with serious punching power. Brian Norman Jr. has built a reputation as a dangerous pressure fighter with elite hand speed and counterpunching ability. He's aggressive, he's durable, and doesn't look to back down. Exactly the type of opponent who can test Devin "The Dream" Haney's elite defense and ring IQ, especially in this new division. Devin "The Dream" Haney, on the other hand, is one of the most disciplined technicians in boxing today. Expect him to control the distance, dictate the pace, control the range, and pick Brian Norman Jr. apart. But if he just can't afford to get caught by anything like he got caught with Jorge Linares or Ryan Garcia. If Devin "The Dream" Haney wins here, If Devin "The Dream" Haney wins here, we could see him cement his place among the pound-for-pound elite names, just like Terrence "Bud" Crawford and Naoya the Monster Inoue. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Devin "The Dream" Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in November. Now to the light heavyweight division. David Benavidez, the undefeated Ecuadorian monster, who is 30 wins, 0 losses, and 24 big wins coming by way of knockout, is officially taking his third fight at 175 pounds. And his opponent, none other than Anthony "The Beast" from the East, Yarde. who stands at 27 wins, 3 losses, and 24 big wins coming by way of knockout. This matchup has fireworks written all over it. Anthony Yarde is a powerhouse. He's extremely explosive, he's compact, and he's dangerous. And when he lets his hands go, he's a real problem for anybody. His near war with Arthur Benavidez showed just how much heart and fire that he brings to the ring. David Benavidez, however, brings an entirely different type of pressure, relentless combinations, a granite chin, and vicious body shots that wear his opponents down. This will be his toughest fight yet at 175 pounds, and it'll show whether his power truly carries up to the elite fighters in this division. For fans, this is pure action. Both men love to stand and trade, and stylistically, it could easily become fight of the year contender. If David Benavidez wins, the door swings wide open for potential fights with Arthur Beterbiev or Dimitri Bivol in early 2026. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in November. And now for your favorite segment, On This Day in Boxing History. October 29th, 1960, a young Cassius Clay, who the world will later know as Muhammad Ali, made his professional debut in his hometown of Louisville, Kentucky. The 18-year-old Olympic gold medalist faced Tony Hunsaker, a police chief from West Virginia, and won a 6-round unanimous decision. That night marked the beginning of a journey that would forever change boxing. Muhammad Ali's confidence, speed, and charisma were already on full display. Nobody knew that night they were watching the birth of the greatest, the man who would float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and become the face of boxing history. Let me know how you guys feel about all of that in the comments below. But that wraps up my segments for today. We covered Fabio Wardley, TKO over Joseph Parker. Devin the Dream Haney's focus on Brian Norman Jr. In boxing, that's always a story to tell. We have such a phenomenal history, especially when we can talk about the greats and honor them like we do. David Benavidez' explosive third fight at 175 pounds with the elite Anthony, the Beast from the East, Yarde. And we honored the debut of Muhammad Ali. But this is ZABoxingNation, where champions get analyzed and legends are made. And if you're new here, keep your hands up, and I'll catch you in the next one.